Hello, it is Direct Mail Monday, September 14th, 2020. Steve Sipress here, and we all know, or I hope we know, well, I'll tell you a little about me. I mean, when I first was sending out direct mail pieces and paying for all those paper and the envelopes and the stamps and the postage and mailing it out and getting no results, I was like, nowadays people would say direct mail doesn't work. But of course, unfortunately, I had to look in the mirror, and usually that's the key, is not to think that whatever way you're choosing to do your advertising and marketing doesn't work. It's likely the way you're doing it is not right. And I had, read the books and thought I went step by step, and but back then I just wasn't smart enough to bounce it off an expert, someone that knew what they were doing, and get some help. And it was only when I joined a mastermind group of successful marketing minded business owners, and they looked at my stuff and they were like, oh yeah, no, this is no good. And I thought I had followed exactly what the books and the training said. Now back then there was no such thing as email, but I'm sure it would have been the same for my emails. I would have sent them out and said email marketing doesn't work, not getting any responses. It's likely that it's not just that you're not getting responses, it's very likely that your message itself is not even getting read. Your emails aren't getting opened, your direct mail envelopes aren't getting opened, people are just not even reading your message. So even if you pay money to a copywriter to write you a winning message, or you kind of model it based on a winning message in an email, a direct mail piece, a phone call, social media post, anything at all, even if it's pretty good, if it doesn't get read, if it doesn't get looked at, if your video doesn't get clicked on, if your phone call, text message doesn't even get read, if whatever it is, your phone call doesn't get, listened to, your phone message, nobody answers the phone these days, but your voice broadcast, your voicemail doesn't get listened to, then of course you can't get a response, right? So the first rule of any message you're sending by any way known to mankind is you've got to give them a reason to read the message. And with direct mail, and this is Direct Mail Monday, so I'm using an example from my mailbox, a piece of direct mail, but as I've just said, it covers all the different ways you're going to use to do your advertising, marketing, sales, your messaging, your communications, whatever you want to call it. It works for everything. Just the example comes in direct mail. And here, this is a very effective piece, smart piece. They're using some smart strategies here on the outside of the envelope to get people to open the envelope. Because again, you mail out a piece of direct mail, can't get a response unless you first get the envelope opened up. It's the number one first job you have. So here, the powerful thing they're doing here is using a powerful headline. Paying too much for wireless service, question mark. Well, I'm assuming this has come from some wireless service company, even though it's one of the, quote, member benefits. That's some smart marketing itself. A benefit of being a member of this AARP association is that I get to buy stuff from their promotional partners. In other words, from companies that they partner up with or that pay them money to promote their stuff. But a benefit is I get to buy stuff that AARP recommends. And the implication of the benefit is I get some kind of special deal because I'm a member of the AARP, and I would believe I would. Now, does that mean that the best deal that this wireless service provider company has is better than a deal that another company has that's not a AARP partner, promotional partner, whatever? Of course not. I could get a better deal somewhere else, but I'm likely to get the best deal from this provider when I'm a member of that association that offers it as a benefit. So, but it's just very smart. So it doesn't seem like a cold spam, you would call it nowadays in the online world, piece of unwanted junk mail, a lot of people call it, if it's, even though it's sent by a company I didn't ask it for to be sent from. However, as a member of this organization, I recognize that, now more likely open it. So that's strategy number one, is tie yourself to someone that the recipient recognizes, okay, known as a third-party mailer, third-party endorsement, known by lots of different things. But if I don't know, if you're a owner of a plumbing company and I don't know your plumbing company from nothing, You might want to find out to get to my favorite restaurant, or my accountant, or my beautiful wife Michelle's hairdresser, or somebody that we do business with and trust, to mail out a letter on your behalf and to say, hey, I know you like coming to this salon, Michelle, but let me tell you about this great wireless service that I've heard of, blah, blah, blah. That gives it more likelihood of getting it open. It's coming from a trusted source. So this is strategy number one, an effective headline: paying too much for wireless service. That's going to get me to read your ad, to open the envelope, to open the email, to read the social media posts, to talk to you at a networking meeting if that's your opening comment to me. If I am, in fact, I believe that I'm paying too much for my wireless service, then you've hit the nail on the head. You've got a message to market match. Your message matches exactly what your target market is thinking, your target audience is thinking, your target who. We're going to keep going with the WOW strategy, which hopefully you use. The first W stands for the who, your target market, the who you want to do business with you. And the last W stands for the way, or ways, that you choose to do your advertising, marketing, or sales or communication efforts. And we've talked about a number of them. And the middle O stands for the irresistible offer that you're going to make, that ideal target who just cannot possibly resist, and you'll deliver it in a way that they also can't resist getting it. So what is the irresistible offer here? Well, they're giving a little preview here, which is effective strategy number 3 here. Look inside for a limited time offer. So they're telling me to open the envelope. Now, could they have just said right here what the offer is? I'm pretty sure. Plenty of white space, plenty of room to say blah, 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 blah. But instead, they want to get this opened, so they give me a reason to open it. First, they're letting me self-identify. Are you paying too much for your wireless service? If I believe I am, I'm like, this could be for me. And then they're going to let me know, open, look inside for a limited time offer. I have ridiculous messages from some of my business partners keep popping up on the screen here, blocking my view of the video. Look inside for a limited time offer. Then on the back, more strategies. So number 1, third-party endorsement. Number 2, effective headline, identifying the target who and zeroing in on a problem they believe they have that you can solve. Number 3, giving them some urgency. It's a limited time offer, exclamation point. And just telling them straight out, giving them crystal clear directions of what step you want them to take. Do you want them to call, go to the website, open the envelope, open the email, whatever it is? You're telling them what to do very clearly. Look inside, open the envelope. On the back of the envelope, we have more smart strategies. This one here uses the, over here uses the most effective, most powerful word in all of advertising, marketing, and sales. There it is, the word free. Figure out a way to use that. First month free. Now, out of 12 months in a year, I guess maybe you have to sign a 1-year contract to get that. That would mean they're giving you 1/12 discount, or 8 1/3% off. So if they would have put here 8.33% discount, not nearly as powerful. 8.33% discount, not nearly as powerful as saying first month free. It's the same thing. It's 1/12 off. And also, if they would have just said 1/12 off, not as powerful as figuring out a way to use the word free. So instead of saying an 8.3% discount, which sounds negligible, pretty much is, they say first month free, and that sounds awesome. Meanwhile, it's a negligible 8.3% discount if you have to sign a 1-year contract. If they make you sign a 2-year contract, which a lot of wireless companies do, you got to sign a 2-year contract and you get the first month free. It's a 4% discount. Even more ridiculously ineffective and almost insulting if you said 4% discount. I think anyone's going to be interested at all. But first month free, man, they might have to sign a 3 or a 4 or a 5-year contract. If they have to sign an 8-year contract, it would be a 1% discount. However, first month free sounds fantastic. So figure out a way that you too can use the most powerful word in all of advertising, marketing, sales, free. And then they kind of telegraph what they're what they charge for a month of service. Because they tell you right below that, save $20, $30 or more. And then they give more urgency by giving a deadline. So this arriving here in the middle of September, I've got only 2 weeks to take advantage of this. I can't just put this aside and say I'll get to it later. I better open it up now. Limited time offer. Only good till the end of the month. I better open it. So they got some urgency, more urgency on the back, the most powerful word in all of advertising and marketing and sales, the word free. They got the third-party endorsement, a member of an organization that I've been a member of for years, so it's likely I trust that more than whoever this is sending it to me. And most importantly, they have an effective headline that calls out to their ideal who with a big benefit. Paying too much for wireless service, implying the benefit that I can pay less if I deal with this company instead of the one I'm with now. And because people, for the most part, overwhelmingly see their wireless service as a simple commodity, not a lot of loyalty to it, you give me a much better deal, I'll switch. So they're going to get a lot of people to open this envelope, and then that gives them a chance to sell their service. No chance to sell it if they can't get you to open the envelope, open the email, watch the video, whatever it is. Another important factor they're using here is a testimonial, third-party proof, awarded by J.D. Power. Now, a lot of people have heard of J.D. Power, and they got images of all these awards. J.D. Power is a company, in my understanding, that they do surveys of consumers, and they award companies that have the best of whatever, or the best customer service. I see it almost always tied to, maybe that's all they do, is they rank customer service. So this is awarded by J.D. Power 8 times in a row. Number one in customer service among non-contract value wireless providers. So now more proof that this is a reputable company. Again, it's cold, haven't heard of them, don't know who they are, but they're doing a great job of using a third party that I'm likely to trust since I pay them every year and I'm a member, and I get their monthly publications and so forth. And it's likely I've bought something from them or gotten a discount from a company through them and I trust them. And now there's another company I'm likely to trust, a third-party trusted review site. Here, if you don't have a J.D. Power award, or 8 of them, you could put over 100 5-star reviews on Yelp, over 25 5-star reviews on Google Local, whatever it is. And if you only have one, just put it here. Mary Smith of Main Street in my town says, man, they have the best customer service of any plumber I've ever dealt with in this town, or whatever it is. So there's a room for a testimonial in the middle. And then, which way do I go? This way. The nation's largest cellular network. There's some more proof. There's another factor that builds trust. They're not just a brand new fly-by-night. They're the nation's largest cellular networks. And this 99-cent little seal, 99% seal here. 99%. I have to hold it steady for the camera to focus. All right, I'll look at it this way. 99% of the U.S. population. 99% of the U.S. population covered by their network, I guess it says. There's a trust factor. So that's where you might put, authorized Crane air conditioning dealer, or member of the local Chamber of Commerce, or again, another piece of proof of why you're trustworthy. So they have 2 pieces here on the back of why they're trustworthy, and they have the most powerful word in all of marketing, and they're kind of even telegraphing what the irresistible offer is going to be. Are you telling me that 1 month free is 20 or 30 bucks? Because last I checked, our monthly wireless cell phone bills like 160 bucks for however many phones we have and lines we have and services and whatever. 20 or 30 bucks a month? Wow. Now, uh, if you don't think that's enough to get your ideal target who to open the envelope, to get someone who thinks they're paying too much for wireless service, they have wireless service to begin with, which in this case, pretty much everybody has at least one cell phone. There's more cell phones in America than people. There's more cell phones in the world than people. So pretty much everyone has some kind of wireless service. But let's say you are an attorney. Not everyone has slipped and fall legally, slip and fell. So not everyone knows good grammar. Not everyone has slipped and fell lately. And so if you have a headline, got are injured, injured in an accident, look inside for a limited time offer. Injured in an accident, the insurance not offering you enough money, look inside for the limited time offer. That's likely to get less people open it because there's less people in any given area you're mailing this to or putting out a video on social media or sending an email to or whatever that have that specific problem that you can solve. But in this case, they got a big common problem, people paying too much for a commodity, for car insurance, for electricity, for cable TV or wireless service or any kind of commodity, you know, meat, dairy, bread. You see ads from supermarkets all the time with low prices on commodities. So a lot of smart things being done here. Use them or don't. I'm not going to go further and open this up and actually now examine the whole sales thing inside because the point of today's Direct Mail Monday message is your first job as an advertiser, marketing, salesperson, communicator is to get your message read. I believe that to somebody who believes they're paying too much for wireless service, this company has done a fantastic job of getting me to open this up and say, let me see what you got, and maybe I'll switch. And I hope you too can use these tips to have fantastic results. If you want more help, as always, go to helpfromsteve.com and I will help you out. Can't spend a lot of time or all day with you. I got to spend time with my clients. But I will help you out at least a little bit as a free consultation, and maybe down the road you become a client, maybe not, maybe I just help you out, and that's all good too. I enjoy that. So that'll do it for Direct Mail Monday. Thanks for being here today, and I'll catch you tomorrow on Topical Tuesday. Over and out. I gotta click this twice.